Week 1. Understanding Anxiety. Hello and welcome to Offanx, a mastermind by Adrus Consulting. As we embark on this journey together, I would like to ask, have you ever found yourself held back by the paralyzing grip of fear? Have you ever felt the burning desire to break free from the shackles of anxiety and move forward, only to find yourself feeling helpless and succumbing to the overwhelming sensations of fear? We all have moments in our lives when fear and anxiety can consume us, preventing us from reaching our full potential. But it's important to remember that we are not alone in this struggle. Together, we will explore the various facets of anxiety, delving into the causes and symptoms, and discovering effective coping mechanisms and strategies to overcome the overwhelming feelings of fear. This mastermind is designed to empower you with the strategies and knowledge to take control of your thoughts, emotions, and actions, and to help you to break free from the chains of anxiety. Together we will delve into the understanding of fear and learn to see through the limitations it imposes upon us. We will explore the intricacies of anxiety and how it can manifest in our lives, causing problems that may seem insurmountable. The journey may not be easy, but with determination and perseverance, we will pave the way to a brighter and more fulfilling future. So, let us begin. He who has health has hope, and he who has hope has everything. Thomas Carlyle. We have all experienced that moment of overwhelming fear, when our hearts race, our bodies tremble, and our minds are consumed by panic. While fear is a natural and necessary emotion, it can also become a prison that holds us back from living our lives to the fullest. For some, fear becomes a comfortable and familiar companion, one that they learn to live with. But for others, fear takes over and begins to control every aspect of their lives. It becomes so ingrained in their thoughts and actions that they don't even realize they are being controlled by it. Fear can manifest in many ways, holding us back from pursuing our passions, trying new things, or even living a normal life. It is important to recognize the hold that fear has on our lives and to take steps to overcome it. Fear should not be our comfort zone. It should be something that we face and conquer. Now is the time to break free from the chains of fear and live the life you truly desire. It may seem comfortable to live in fear, as it can provide a sense of safety and security from the complexities of the outside world. But does it truly aid in moving forward in life? Does it allow us to realize our full potential and live out our dreams? Unfortunately, the answer is no. To truly live life to its fullest, we must confront and conquer our fears. But how do we do that, when we may not even be aware of their existence? When persistent fear is left unchecked, it can develop into anxiety, and even an anxiety disorder, which is a serious mental health issue. However, it's important to note that mental health issues are more common than we often perceive. One of the solutions lies in adopting cognitive behavioral therapy techniques, which focus on the interplay between a person's thoughts, behaviors, emotions, memories, and mental images. These elements are all closely connected, and changes in any one can have a significant impact on the others. Cognitive behavioral modifications are powerful and can have a lasting impact, providing a reliable means of overcoming fear and anxiety. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, is a transdiagnostic approach that can be effectively applied to anxiety disorders. Its techniques can address a variety of forms of anxiety, as well as co-occurring conditions such as depression and eating disorders. It can also help individuals recognize underlying causes of their symptoms, such as perfectionism or stress sensitivity. Let's delve deeper into the understanding of fears and anxieties. The oldest and strongest emotion of mankind is fear, and the oldest and strongest kind of fear is fear of the unknown. H.P. Lovecraft. Fear is an emotion that is triggered by the perception of danger. It is a natural response that activates the body's fight or flight mechanism. However, fear can also become excessive and impede one's ability to function in daily life. To illustrate this point, let us consider the story of Sandra. Sandra was a carefree young child, loved unconditionally by her parents. One day, a simple comment from her mother about monsters in the basement instilled in her a deep-seated fear of darkness. Over time, this fear affected her ability to sleep, leave her home at night, and even live independently. This example highlights that fears can originate from small, seemingly insignificant events and grow to consume one's life. It also illustrates that fear is not always negative. A healthy amount of fear can serve as a protective mechanism. We will learn how to distinguish between healthy and unhealthy fear and how to manage the latter. Our goal will be aiming at reducing the intensity of your anxiety, resulting in improved feelings, transforming your feelings from harmful anxiety to beneficial worry, through shifting your thoughts from exaggerations to rational perspectives, and taking action towards confronting your unfounded fears to improve. The roots of our fears can be traced back to our ancestral past, where they served a crucial role in protecting us from sudden changes, dangerous creatures, and hostile individuals. In modern times, these types of life-threatening situations are rare, yet true threats still exist, like when crossing a busy road and encountering unattentive individuals. Fear is an instinctual response that evolved for our survival, but it is often triggered by false alarms in modern times. Think of it like a safety net. Though it may sometimes be unwarranted, it is still an important mechanism for protecting ourselves from potential danger. The occasional false alarm is a small price to pay for the peace of mind that comes with the security of being prepared for the worst. Fears can be learned through personal experience or observing others. While either of the fears may be based on facts and are healthy to have, some fears stem from unfounded assumptions. Moving forward, we will focus on these latter fears. Fear is a formidable enemy that can undermine our self-confidence and cloud our judgment. It can manifest in a variety of ways, from the what-if questions that linger in the back of our minds, to the very real fears of rejection, failure, and criticism. These fears can be debilitating, preventing us from reaching our full potential and stealing our success. However, it's important to remember that confidence and good decision-making skills are essential to our success in life. Those who are able to conquer their fears and push forward are the ones who truly thrive. There is no secret to success. It's simply a matter of facing our fears head-on and preparing ourselves to deal with rejection, failure, and criticism. True success is overcoming the fear of being unsuccessful. Paul Sweeney. But how do we actually overcome fear? The key is to anticipate these potential obstacles and develop strategies to deal with them. By becoming more prepared, we can reduce the grip that fear has on our lives. However, it's important to note that some fears may have deeper roots and may require more time and effort to overcome. In some cases, chronic fear can lead to anxiety disorders, and it is essential to understand the connection between the two. Fear and anxiety are two distinct emotions that can hold us back in life. Understanding the fundamental difference between these two emotions is key in choosing the right strategies to overcome them. We will do this by recognizing that fear operates on a proximity element, where we seek to escape whenever we are near what we fear, and conversely, anxiety operates on a time element, where we dread future events and take steps to avoid them. So while fear is often rooted in an immediate and tangible threat, anxiety arises from the anticipation of future events and the uncertainty of what may come. Anxiety serves as a survival mechanism to detect and respond to threats. It can be seen as a sixth sense for detecting future uncertainties and risks. In prehistoric times, having a fear of unknown dangers, such as dark caves, increased the chances of survival. Anxiety is characterized by two vital components. A. Avoidance of potential future threats, and B. Relief after avoiding them. Although the threat is in the future, the feeling of anxiety alerts you to take precautions, like being wary in unfamiliar environments. This can be helpful in dangerous situations, but when negative thoughts and excessive worry become persistent and stop us from moving forward in life, it becomes problematic. By taking a closer look, you may find there is actually nothing to fear, as we are experiencing the present and still have time to make the right decisions. Fear keeps us focused on the past or worried about the future. If we can acknowledge our fear, we can realize that right now we are okay. Right now, today, we are still alive and our bodies are working marvelously. Our eyes can still see the beautiful sky. Our ears can still hear the voices of our loved ones. Thich Nhat Hanh. The human brain is a marvel of complexity. Yet even with all of our current scientific advancements, we are still struggling to fully understand its functions. Mental health issues are a prevalent concern in our society today. Yet awareness and understanding of these issues remains lacking. As a result, diagnosis and management of these conditions can be hindered. Just as we would seek medical attention for a persistent fever, it's important to recognize that mental health illnesses can manifest in subtler ways. While we readily accept that other organs in our body can become sick, we often neglect to acknowledge that the brain can also fall ill. Mental health encompasses our emotional, psychological, and instinctual well-being, and plays a critical role in determining how we feel, think, and act throughout our lives. Mental health issues are common and can affect anyone at any time. Yet many often stigmatize those who suffer from them and refuse to empathize with them. This societal stigmatization is one of the main reasons why many who suffer from mental health issues refuse to seek treatment. It is important that we recognize mental health as a normal aspect of physical well-being and seek help when necessary. Anxiety is one such mental health issue. It is the body's natural response to fear, but when experienced for a prolonged period, it becomes a problem known as an anxiety disorder. Human genetics, brain chemistry, and life events can play a role in the development of an anxiety disorder. There are different types of anxiety disorders that we so far understand, some of which include Generalized Anxiety Disorder, or GAD, is a persistent and pervasive condition characterized by a sense of dread or unease that can significantly impede daily life. Unlike the occasional worries or anxieties that arise in response to specific stressors, those living with GAD experience a constant state of anxiety for prolonged periods of time. Symptoms of GAD may include restlessness, fatigue, difficulty concentrating, irritability, physical aches and pains, and difficulty controlling feelings of worry. Panic disorder, on the other hand, is characterized by sudden and unexpected panic attacks, which are episodes of intense fear, discomfort, or a sense of losing control, often with no clear cause or trigger. These attacks can manifest in physical symptoms, such as a pounding or racing heart, sweating, trembling or tingling, chest pain, and feelings of impending doom. Those with panic disorder may worry about when the next attack will occur and take steps to avoid places, situations, or behaviors that they associate with previous attacks. Social anxiety disorder is a condition in which individuals experience intense fear or anxiety in social or performance situations. They may worry about being judged or evaluated negatively by others, leading them to avoid social interactions altogether. Symptoms of social anxiety disorder may include blushing, sweating, trembling, difficulty making eye contact or interacting with strangers, and feelings of self-consciousness or embarrassment. Phobia-related disorders, such as specific phobias and agoraphobia, involve intense fears or aversions to specific objects or situations that are out of proportion to the actual danger they pose. Specific phobias may include fears of flying, heights, animals, injections, or blood, while agoraphobia is characterized by intense fears of being in public spaces, crowds, or being alone outside the home. Separation anxiety disorder is another condition in which individuals experience intense fear or anxiety about being separated from loved ones and may avoid being alone or apart from those they are attached to. Each type of anxiety disorder has its own unique symptoms, but all can interfere with daily life and should be treated accordingly. As a reminder, this mastermind is not intended to be a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always seek the advice of your physician or other qualified health provider with any questions you may have regarding a medical condition. It is crucial that we acknowledge and accept the importance of mental health and seek help when needed. Maintaining positive mental health is essential for realizing our full potential, coping with stress, and leading a peaceful and productive life. Let us strive to understand and support ourselves and those around us who are suffering from mental health issues, and break the stigma surrounding them. I believe that the greatest gift that you can give your family and the world is a healthy you. Joyce Meyer.